Hey, how you doing everybody? Mr. Solomon here. Welcome to another episode of the new Dragon Saga's Newbie Guide. In the last part, we did a lot actually. Admittedly, a lot more than I thought I would in a simple hour of gameplay. We went to Advanced Windia. We went over a few extra mechanics, went to Advanced Windia Plains, and solved an issue with another wolf pack led by a wolf named Vegas. Vegas turned out to be the mayor's daughter's dog transformed into a wolf. We then headed to Trader's Bridge to investigate issues with the bandit chieftain Sangka, but ended up taking a detour to deal with wolves in a den, including one that stood up on two legs. In this episode, we're going to hopefully deal more with the issue involving Sangka, the chieftain. So this mission is rather simple. It's going to ask you to pick up a horned flute from Sangka, the chieftain. You're going to have to do it at one map. Not so difficult. So just a quick one map run of Trader's Ridge. So I am a little laggy, so as you can see here, I got a suggestion from the comments that someone tells me to mix up my Z combos a little bit more, just to try and mix up the gameplay a little bit. And he is right on this department. The damage is a little bit higher than just standard X spam. It also mixes things up kind of nicely. So I can see where he's coming from. It does help these lower levels with mages, and we'll back off from that. I've been mixing it up with these skills a bit early on. Problem is, I'm kind of lagging a bit tonight, so the missions are going to take me a bit. If you're lagging, it's kind of hard to deal with certain things in this game, but it's nothing you can't fix with a little bit of compensation for it. I keep forgetting I don't have a specific chain combo that's available until level 20. It's a pretty good map for experience. Nice 15% or so I gained. Anyways, we're fighting Sangka again, and the max level of Sangka in this map, I believe, is 15, so he's going to scale a little upward even more. As you can see here, we're doing pretty well. Hopefully this will get me level 15, so that we can equip this Master Staff. Once we get the Master Staff equipped, things will actually start to look pretty dang good. Yes, we did. We get level 15. We can equip the Master Staff. It is soulbound on equip. Just be wary of that. Another Crisis of Windblade Scroll, not bad. See, our magic attack is taking a considerable rise. We also have a quest completed. That'll give us more stuff as well. S rank. That's okay. I did mix up skills and X attacks quite nicely, which is what you want to do when you have to use X spam early on. And hey, that's another pair of gloves. We can use those. If we get 3 more, we can get the crit rate bonus, which is really nice to have. Open this up, gain some extra money. We got the horned flute, even though that doesn't look anything like a flute. We leveled up. We can level slow heal to level 5, which is nice to have, because it's a much higher health per second regen than it is at level 4. Also, it'll apply to party members, so if we join some friends, we can help them out. He's going to give us the earrings for that. Since we're level 15, we don't have to worry about any level restrictions. We now have to beat it on 2 and 3 maps. Unfortunately, servers are a little quiet today, but that's alright. Hopefully we can get the white ring. I think that drops from him rarely. But since we have a new weapon, this 2 and 3 map run of Sangka should not be much of an issue, because we'll be doing a lot more damage to compensate for the increased scale and level difficulty. So let's go on to 2 maps. Get used to the map. Don't get too used to the map staying straightforward like this, because oh yeah, that's it right there. Look at that damage. That's what we need. The man who can hit 700 and 800k crits is commenting on hitting crits of normal hits of like 300. Hey, at this level it's pretty dang strong, but not too strong. It's fairly balanced, especially when it comes to bosses. But the master weapon is what you're going to be using until roughly level 20, and they'll give you something a lot better once you hit 20. Don't worry. Well, no, just saying, even better than a master weapon. Look at this. It's doing extremely well. Mixing up X spam. Launch these 4. Kill them all at once. And then just beat this guy down. Nice. We're about 27% experience. That's not bad. Remember, the mini-map can be used in a mission map. Most mission maps, as long as they're not outside of Chaos mode, which I'll get into when it becomes available, will allow you to use the mini-map. This will give you a general idea of like monster locations and the layout of the field, so that you can know where to go and all that, how far you have to travel, and where they would probably be spread out at. Once you get used to how the maps are laid out, you'll have a general idea for every mission monster location. So if you feel like if it says you're missing one, you'll know where to run, where to look, which spots to look at. There I go, mixing up my words again. Hey guys, don't worry, I'm not too much of an expert on voice commentary, even though I've done it for Dragon Saga for a long time. But I did it. I can't say I inspired a lot of content creators on here, but I can say for a fact that I like that there's more of them. There's a lot more people making Dragon Saga videos nowadays, which is nice. Even if they're from unofficial servers, it's still gameplay. It doesn't promote the main server, but it's still there. You can't do anything about it. Like, if YouTube ever upgraded a policy on private servers of games, then they could do something about it, but they would be violating some laws. And also keep in mind some policies in other countries and whatever. I'm delving off topic. This is a side-scrolling game about the Saga of Dragons. Okay. Okay. Oh, no, 14 is the highest level for Trader's Ridge. That means I should be getting into Canyon of Oblivion soon. I don't know if that's faster than X-Spam or not, but it is still nice to do. We completed the first Twilight... Wait, what? Okay, so I got this mixed up. In the past, you had to do 2 and 3 maps because it's meant to replicate an old system where you had to do it on 1, 2, 3, and 4 mode. And the 4 mode was just basically a harder 3-map mode. But I got them mixed up. Don't worry about doing it 2 and 3 maps. You can do that if you want to. You'll gain a level guaranteed, probably, at this point in the game. You'll get a little more. Well, congrats to him. This map doesn't give anything, but that is a level 10 top, which is way better than the level 2 I have here, so I will wear that for the defense. You know, in the event we get hit. I'm not going to spoil too much right now, but the next mission map is known for hitting pretty hard on new players. So, as well as the next Wolves Den. That's the next spoiler warning. There's another one of those. Anyways, we have to beat Sangka in the scenario mode, F5, to free him from, well, according to the storyline, he faced some corruptions, and we have to beat him for it. So, this is appropriate gear for what we're fighting, and we just got a new robe. Let's show off how it looks. That looks adorable. It does not match with my hat at all. I'm pretty sure if they did, Warp Portal did make the hat blue, they would get sued, but what are you gonna do? It's a small world after all. Disney can't cease and desist me. I make no YouTube revenue. Anyways, we're going through this Rumored Forest in scenario mode. We're much higher level. We're a little higher level than what the map recommends. About to be 2 levels higher than what this map is recommended to be max for. Look at that guy, he had a pumpkin on his head. Yeah, there'll be mobs like that that are exclusive to F5. Hey. Gotta watch out for them, they do have a charge attack that knocks you down. Here's a little tip when you're X-spamming as a mage with chain combos on. You can kind of kite it back and forth with the arrow keys, and the animation is slightly faster. Not only that, it allows for a sort of kiting moving play style, so you can still dodge enemy attacks while facing them in X-spamming. A little overpowered to do on these normal monsters, but still looks pretty good. It's pretty good. See, look how effective that is. You'll get accused of botting for movements like this. Okay, got 8 monsters left. And we leveled to 16. Hopefully we'll hit hopefully we'll get 17. It's good that we're getting higher level faster because, you know, the grind from like 17 to 20 gets a little slower, but it's still pretty fast. Anyways, this next map is going to have 50 monsters, pretty good for our XP. This doesn't launch people that high yet. Of course, I'm getting to the point in the game where I don't want to launch people when I get to my future class. That's just level 3 to be level 3. That's why I'm not leveling it higher. When I hit 20, I will show you a skill build that I would recommend to where when you promote, you don't have to use a reset. I do know the sword class enough to where I can do that for like the first 20 levels, but then when you get to 40, it gets kind of difficult because their skill tree at 40 plus is kind of weird because of prerequisite levels. I like how these orcs turn into meat when they die. Like, look at that. You can cook that. Why don't they drop that as a healing consumable? What if they do? Hold on. Oh my god! Going back in this game as a low level has caused me to look back on it with some of the same wonder I had. Leveling up alongside people, it gives you a bit of a wonder. I'm not making this character to level it up for the sake of battle square, like, you know, other people level with their secondaries. Or PvP, like other peoples do with their secondaries. Now, this is Sangka. This is considered the real Sangka. The quest lore explains that the flutes we were gathering were fakers. Watch out for these Witch Doctor Sharpos. They hit pretty hard. They hit pretty hard. These axles will also throw axes all over the place. So if you want to clear up a bunch of mobs before you fight Sangka, that is a perfectly reasonable request. I might do it myself, even though slow heal level 5 is kind of overpowered in PvE. Which is why I'm not... Oh. Yes. Back him. That doesn't really, I don't know if that's even making the boss fights faster using chain combos like that, but it's still pretty good. We've beaten Sangka. We seem to have knocked some senses into him. Let's collect all the drops. You're probably noticing Purporing is gone. I don't know, he leaves you at some point. I forget what level he leaves you, but he basically says, don't be sad, you'll be a much stronger hero when we meet again. That's basically what he's saying. And what's this going on here? Hey, he's back to normal! Sangka's one of my favorite characters. Him and his brother. We'll meet his brother soon, but, like, there's a moment in this game. It's the most nostalgic moment in Dragon Saga, and you always do this mission just to see that. Anyways, let's talk to the big guy. I don't know what's going on anymore. I'm so confused. Okay. Magician, I was lucky enough to be rescued by you, but I'm still worried about my brother. I'm afraid he's in big trouble. Well, we used to be bandits, but as we got mature, we decided not to do any more bad things. All we ever learned in life was sword fighting, so we've been teaching townspeople basic combat skills for the past few years. We've been living on with the little money we have. We helped send... okay, they donated money to them. So we've been keeping a good relationship with the townspeople. However, a strange lady came to us the other day with a strange smile on her face. She gave us fruits, saying it's from the townspeople. We took it with no doubts, but we lost consciousness after eating it. When we realized what was going on, we were attacking people mercilessly without our own will. No matter how hard we tried, we could not calm ourselves down from the rage in our heart. We need to save my brother Kungka. Looking at that all my boys are affected. My brother must have been affected as well. Please help my brother. I know it's not much as a first acquaintance, but will you help me? Thanks, let's see then. To get to my brother? Let's see. Oh no. I gave it to my friend Thomas. I don't have it. It's a mask of my face for disguise. Thomas should be somewhere in the Canyon of Oblivion. Find him and ask him for the mask. Hey, Newbie. Great. I can't believe you've come this strong. I guess I did a great job. Truthfully, Dragon's been calling me back for a while now, and I've been thinking about when I should go. You see you like this? You can go with no worries. You sad? Now what can I do? You know I can't stay with you forever, right? You can if Popcorn releases you as a pet. But, you know, he doesn't want to do that. But you know what? You'll definitely see me again. Why? Because there's something I must tell you. I'll be expecting a better you when I see you, okay? Take care of yourself. See you later, you little puffball. You adorable little jelly bean. Anyways, Thomas supposedly has the Mask of Sangka that he can use to get into Kungka's domain. So let's, first off, we're going to put on this white wing ring. It's going to give us a bit of bonus health. We could farm the rare versions to get some strength and agility, but it's not necessary. Yes, right. You told me you saw Sangka. So Sangka blacked out after eating some girl's food then. When he came to his senses, he started attacking everyone around him. Once he knocked him out, he came back to normal, and I can understand. The question is, hey, why did he create this wedge between Sangka and the village? I have no idea. So far, only Kungka knows the answer, so meet him to hear the whole story. But Kungka might be angry if he knows what happens to Sangka. If he became the same as Sangka, we need to bring him back to normal. Go investigate the mission mode of Canyon of Oblivion. So, our next quest is to complete the arcade mode of Canyon of Oblivion. Did he give us a card? No, he didn't. But, we are a couple levels over for this gift box. It gave us... Okay, so one thing he gave you, which is actually a very good thing... Wow, really? Is the rookie skill reset for level 1 to 19. If you think your skill build is not optimal, go ahead and you can reset it for a set amount of SP. You can reset it and reorganize the skills how you want. Me personally, I think I'm okay with this. I mean, I would kind of wish they extended to a bit further than 19, maybe 25 or something like that. But I don't think Popcorn will change it anytime soon because the game gives you so many of them for free right at level 15, which is pretty good. So anyways, stuff's repaired. I think we can use level 15 potions if they exist. Let me check. They do not exist yet. They won't become available till we hit that level, I assume. We can sell this. We can sell this. We can sell this. And that'll be it. Wait, we gotta rebuy that. We'll put those in the vault as we replace them over time. We'll replace them all at once eventually, so we don't have to worry about them cluttering our inventory. Apprentice, 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 apprenticed. Earlier staves, and we'll keep the level 1 staff here as a bit of a memento, or to just have it in case we need to use it for an example of something, or go for 10,000 metal. Actually, let me check my achievements. I need to, let's see, no, mission, it's actually better to keep this one. Okay, so, there's a medal that I'm gonna go for off screen, and this won't be available to me until like 20 levels from now, like 10 levels from now, but there's like a special medal you can get by clearing specific like monster counters. Like, see, this one is these base of monsters, and there's a super medal you get at the very end of it for doing all of it. It's meant to be an alternate route to getting the 10,000 combo. And it's a little easier because all it requires is some farming tasks, and that can easily be done at the point in the game when all of it becomes available to you. And that's one of the best parts about it, and one of them is actually available right from the get-go as soon as you get access to a certain dungeon. Yes, I know about making friends, I just don't have any. Anyways, this is Canyon of Oblivion. There's a bit of a walk between us and this mission entrance, so how about instead we just use the shortcut? Don't worry about this thing. It doesn't have a feature yet. I'll show it off when it gets added, but that's when it gets added. It'll be the only really major update that'll interfere with this guide. Let's save, let's go and investigate the Canyon of Oblivion to see what we're dealing with to deal with Kungka. So Canyon of Oblivion's recommended level is, I would like to say, is around 15. If you're not 15 when you get to this point, first off, I don't even know if it'll let you do this below 15, but I recommend it. The monsters will scale up to like level 20. The boss here is Kungka. He's one of the hardest pre-level 20 bosses in the game, if not the hardest, though I think level 20 Heath will give you a bit of trouble when that comes. There I go, blowing things that happen later in the game again. Don't worry, I'll do it a lot. It's going to be a force of habit since I've seen basically everything this game has to offer to an extent. I mean, like, I still haven't leveled a twin past 40, so, you know, that's square. Only squares level twins past 40. canyon to fight these last raccoons. Ah! Yep, that's Kungka, big brother of Sangka. Let's fight him. He's not as hard. He's a little harder than Sangka in that they give him like a couple unique attacks. One of which is an axe throw, which can be pretty devastating. It can hit you from quite a ways across the map. And okay, he didn't do it. He has a variation of that spin where it spins around rapidly and it knocks you down repeatedly. You get hit by it, and when your HP is this low early on, there it goes. It can be kind of dangerous, but thankfully archers and thieves archers and mages never have to worry about that. Thieves and warriors have to worry about it a lot, so. Just like the original Sangka, I was gonna say like the original Sangka, just flinch him a bunch. But you can start to see he's getting a little more super armored. He's a little harder to launch. There we go. Beat Kungka Rookie. He gives us quite a bit of experience. We're getting close to level 17, which is really nice. Maybe I can end this part at level 20, and I'm not going to say go through the promotion and go through the promotion, which would be pretty nice to do that in 3 episodes. What did the original one take, like 5? That's because I was taking my sweet time with it, and I was blowing through parts a little too quickly, so I conserved video time. But this is a brand new guide. It's essentially like going for a new experience. The gear here is a lot higher level too, so if you want to fill up some armor, go ahead. Get yourself some good armor. You're going to need it for right at level 20. Anyways, the NPC we talked to is Wookie Bookie, who is one of the ones who didn't eat the apples. He's not as bad as people think. You're right, he's a good guy. He's just going through a lot of issues. That's at level 19. That means I can start conserving SP. What, no hero quest? Crap. Let's check the journal. Are they really gonna lock me out? Looks like they're gonna lock me out, folks. That's weird. Okay, he wasn't there. By Sharpos at Canyon of the Oblivion. This is going to happen a lot throughout the playthrough. Thankfully, it's going to happen early on where there's not too much of an issue. And oh hey, are you doing quests or you're just running around? Looks like he's just doing quests. Let's just do a few starter quests. This is something that'll tend to happen. Fluffy fabric from Sharp Bows at Trader's Ridge. You mean Canyon of Oblivion because Sharp Bows are in Canyon of Oblivion. Yeah, these count for it. Let's do a few of these quests. Well, actually, since one of them requires sharp bows, we can do 2 quests that require sharp bows. And get 2 birds with 1 stone, because a lot of sharp bows appear in this first area. I know what happens here. The next series of quests are going to slowly be locked out until level 18, but they don't tell you that, even though, like, you know, I'm level 17 at this point, which is okay. 2 silver coins. Need more of these. I thought 17 would be okay for, like, the scenario mode of Kungka, which would be nice, but it's not, which is weird. Now you're probably thinking, do these quests give a good experience, Solomon? These normal quests that you can do in between the hero quests. And the short answer to that is, it's pretty okay. Look at that, 8% for level 17, that's not bad. And we get a bit of potions for our troubles. We get this, which gives us Gata coins and a piece of equipment. Oh hey, it gave us a shoulder that we can actually use. Yeah, we can put that aside. Still need to replace our apprentice boots. But we don't have to worry about that too much. What can I do? Like, almost everything here is restricted until next level. So, we need to gain this next level. What do you do? I think I know what we can do. Another mission. These give a good experience. Like they even say, 3 maps is good experience. Let's try and do 3 maps and see if we can get as close as we can. I think like before, I'll do like an hour for this video recording, so it's not going to be a problem. If you people, let me know in the comments if you like these much longer play episodes, because they're pretty good. Because I prefer them like this, in my opinion. I get a lot more done. I don't have to worry about, like... So like, when I first started the Newbie guide, I'm pretty sure it was at a point where my computer couldn't handle uploading much bigger videos like this unless they were very well edited to be, like, shrunken. But since I've improved upon my recording and techniques, it's a little bit easier on me. I'll try and blaze through this mission map to get as much experience as I can at once. Okay, that's not bad. This would be a lot easier if I was in a party, like, just... Of course, it's been a little slow tonight. Even though it's 8 p.m. for me, like in European times, it's like way past midnight, and like in Asian times, it's in the mornings. So like, I don't think there's that many people online right now that aren't focusing on other things. Or they're probably all on, but higher level. It may feel a little slower around these points in the game, but trust me, you'll find places with more people. Especially in the level 20 plus area, a lot of people run at this level. Launch. Hit. Launch again. Smack them in the face. Kill all them. This is only the first map, and I'm doing okay. I could also run the Wolf's Den. I think that'd also be good for experience. Level 15 Wolf's Den. There is a Puff Tower that acts as a shortcut there. I think there is. I'm gonna be a little careful doing these Z combos. I get hit a lot more. I'm trying not to die before my first promotion. As hilarious as that would be to witness. I'm not saying that I'm perfect, but I tend to give myself high standards, and when I fail, it tends to make me feel bad. Anyways, nice. Anyways, the map's gonna make me go over across here. We're gonna jump down here. Multiple barriers. I gotta be very careful because they're hitting me a lot while doing this Z spam. Not all of them are getting flinched by my chain combos. apply slow heal. Not pick up the charred meat of our foes, since we cannot eat it. It is burnt. Up, up, up. Smack down. Hopefully we'll get a bonus mission to wrap up this third map a little easier. Hey, I called it bonus stage! We'll see a lot less of these when, like, the running of the missions becomes less about 1, 2, and 3 maps. A minute to kill all these. I can't wait till I'm after level 20 and X spam is gone, and virtually all X spam is gone. Anyways, new monster, his name is Archheart. Need to hit him. There are a lot of monsters in the way. Thankfully, he does this dash to get in front line. Don't have to worry about his friends, just beat him up. Oh, he didn't drop it. I don't even think he drops it anymore, but he used to drop a really good necklace. Let's just move on through. And here is Sangka, Kungka, level 17, which is how you know that you're a little too high level. You're not high level for a map, is if it scales to your level still. You don't have to worry about being too high level. I love his flinch animation. Okay, I'm gonna take a break from killing Kungka for a bit while he's like about a quarter of the way down. And we're going to focus on beating up his goons. See, it was a good idea. He dropped silver coins, and we're at a triple S rating. That means we can X-spam him to our heart's content. Let's permanently flinch lock this guy, just to speed up this next level. He threw an axe at me. See, I told you, sometimes they do their attacks without the flinches getting in the way. Ow, 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 ow. That's so funny. Oh wow, he actually endured it. Aw, it didn't level me. 98,000 experience, that's not bad. What do I need to level? About 130,000, that's not bad. That's like quick one map of this mode. Getting a lot of Crisis of Windplane scroll, I can also level up there if I want, but I'll leave it immediately. About 20,000 experience. Yeah, one map guarantees me the next level. We're going to try and get level 18, do the rest of these quests, hopefully round up at level 19 or 20 at the end of this. Elemental boots, these are not for my class, and we're saving our Gata coins, so we can't use those. If you're wondering if I'm going to ever use Gata coins on the mission screen, the answer is after I get this Husky set. And I could have just did one map real quick from there. We can disassemble these. Like I said, you're going to need at least a few souls for the sake of having them. We're only going to one map because we only need one kill of Kungka to level up. Doing good on time. This is a big map actually, so we're going to get a lot of experience from it. Yeah. I love doing that, especially when, like, to players, because they don't expect you to jump down from ledges like that. Let's move over here. It flipped. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be a quick level up after this map. So look at that. One group of mobs got me that quick burst of experience. I'm already about to level, and I haven't even killed Kungka yet. I can actually, if I level up on the minions, I could skip Kungka altogether. But we want to gain it. We want to get a good head start. Even if I level in this, I'm not going to leave the boss room and the minion. I just realized my cat's head buff is off. Well, you don't see the cat's head, but I do. Gotta get that. It doubles our mana, and it does really good. Well, it doubles our mana early on, because that's what level 5 does with this ability. Nice try, Kungka. I have slow heal, the skill that's caused so much controversy. Ow, 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 ow. Stop hitting me. Stop it. And we leveled up straight off Kungka with a nice head start into our next level. We still can't learn a level 5 of the skill I want. That's okay though. We're going to stay and get the rewards, hopefully get some better pants, shoes. We look pretty nice. We're looking nice. We got an A rank for that, most likely. That's how it typically goes with 1 maps. We got pants. Not even pants that are good. Well, actually, those are good. I'm not going to get the 3-set bonus of this anytime soon, so we'll just put on these pants and we'll save this for a little later. Let's move out of the way. We're now talking to this guy. Okay, so we need to beat 3 maps of Canyon of the Oblivion Arcade Mode F1 to get a disguise scroll of Kungka. This is to basically help us get disguised as Hicks. If we can get this, we'll know how to make a disguise scroll of Sangka himself, so that we can warp to so that we could basically walk straight through Kungka's defenses. I wish there was parties. Let's see. Nope, no parties in here. So Wookie Bookie is in a fix, and we need to get the disguise scroll. There's a ladder here to do it faster, but you know, there was like a thing you could do there, but like that's so slow. I want to use the ladder. Do it in style. We're infiltrating the camp of a fierce orc bandit general thing. I really need a speed up. 156 is not covering it for me in movement speed. I swear there's something wrong with this. That was clearly a square hit in the face with a giant meteorite. That hit. I don't mind having to redo 3 maps because hopefully that'll get me to level 19. The last bit of monsters are up on this ridge. We'll just take this to save some time. It was faster. This one's faster because ladders in this game work weirdly when they're placed on mid-air like that. Oh, we he knocked his wig right off. Oh, wow, I did that first try. It's kind of hard to do. Please do not fall off the cliff. I don't know if the collision there is stable. If it's not, Popcorn will have a field day with me for abusing out of bounds. I'm not saying you will, Popcorn. I'm just saying people have done it before and you've had a fit. Which is fair, because developers hate when stuff like that is found. Unless it's harmless. But in this case, this can be used more so to grief people. Okay. Come on, get closer. Monsters here? Yes, there are. Be careful with some of these maps. Sometimes they'll have like a branching path thing going with these monster locations, and it can mix you up when you're trying to complete a mission in like a time constraint, and you can't. Even though there's very few instances of time constraint in these missions. Like all the mission maps have timers and such, but that's just to make sure you don't infinitely farm their boss rooms for combos and stuff. Because people used to do that. There was like some mission maps that have infinitely respawning enemies, and you can farm combos and experience off them. You can't do this anymore though, because, well, some of them either don't exist or the variations of them don't exist to where you can do that. They've been patched up. Also, that time limit is there to prevent abuse like that. So it's rather understandable in the early levels. In the later levels it becomes pointless. Experience how you level up early on and later in the game differentiates greatly. Like, it becomes a mix of one thing, then another, then another. Ah, we get it. You're evil. You're evil now. He's gonna give about 100,000 experience for killing him at this level, so I'm really curious. About 400,000 experience. That's like a good mix of like quests and fighting him. Yeah, because that's about 250,000 experience. So I'm gonna get like 300,000 experience fighting and beating him, and then completing the quest, and then the next time I fight him will probably level me up to 19, which is perfect because a lot of prerequisites for my promotion start at that level. so you can get them out of the way right away. We only have about 8 minutes until complete the next, until I hit my hour recording time. It's not a limit. It's sort of a self-limit. I can go a little over or below depending on what I'm doing. I know that the series of quests for the 20 promotion, that basically can be an episode all its own because they take a little while. Let's kill you guys to get a little extra experience. Nice critical hit there, 1,000 damage. I know it's a little cheap to X spam him, but it's the easiest thing to do. Just remember your little kite method like that. We get the 139,000 experience. We're going to get another 300,000 experience from the quest. So there's a good chance we might level up off this quest alone. Or get very close off this quest alone and get guaranteed to level up in the next quest from just the boss fight. Because the next quest is the scenario mode, which we'll do really quick because it doesn't take, because it's not as hard as the standard fight. Again, a lot of warrior stuff. Let's get out of here. Open this up. Turn this in. And we're very close to a level, but it won't give it to us. Okay, let's do that. We're just going to bash on these monsters till we hit 19, because it's not going to let us do the next quest until we're 19, for some god-awful reason. Even though, you know, 18 is a perfectly reasonable level to do this quest, to be honest. It's a suggestion to the developers. I know the reason why they didn't do it. It's a story of my life that things don't go the way I planned, but you know what? We don't care. We're having fun. At least I'm having fun. Beating up all these monsters. Boom. Level 19. Class change is becoming available soon. You can choose one of them, and they'll basically have their own impact. Looks like I'm going to be entering level 20 with about 80 SP. No, not here. We don't need that. We'll get this and this right at 20. That's really nice. And then we can start increasing our levels much faster. Okay, so this quest is funny in a ha-ha way. Right when I click accept, you'll see what I mean. Alright. Do not hit anything, or the camouflage will go away. Now, my voice matches my character. Yeah, you can disguise as him so long as you don't complete this quest. I've had players that go around to Kungka's maps. Originally, this transformation was permanent, but the shortcut feature makes this a lot easier. They also nerfed this quest's non-existent difficulty, because you're not supposed to attack anything until you get to the boss room, but they wiped all the maps from the boss room and shortened the duration. Originally, this was a 2-map scenario mode with full of monsters, and you just had to walk past them. They wouldn't aggro you at all. It used to be a trampoline trick you had to learn how to do here, which was pretty nice because it taught you complex platforming. But because lag influences so much in this game, it was a big issue. For those of you wondering, yes, no, you can attack in this form. Just the moment you hit something, you'll break the disguise. So let's go. Wookie Bookie says, quick, you gotta remove the camouflage to fight him. This is the boss fight against Kungka in scenario mode. Oh shit. First off, you really want to clear all the monsters around him. They're all like dagger and axe. They're all dagger throwing and magic casting shamans, which can be very difficult to deal with if they all swarm you at once. They'll kill you very quickly. So we're gonna get rid of a good majority of them. We don't have to worry about Kungka. He's easy pickings. Come on. We gotta beat him quickly. Oh wow, that actually hit me pretty hard. Move out of the way before he spins. Slow heal got our back. Truly a duel of champions. This is the mage meta. This is it in a nutshell. Guy holding a big weapon keeps flinching because mages keep mashing the Z key on him. And we've beaten him. We got about 20% experience from that. From doing that quest really quick. Let's pick that up. That's a good misguided to sell. And here's one of the most nostalgic moments in Dragon Saga. I'll just leave it to just be itself. I'm not going to skip this. Alright, so we got Kungka. I'm going to keep my mouth shut as soon as this like starts up properly. So happy together. I'm sorry, I can't get over it. That's just the most adorable thing in the game. Like, pouring, nah. The fact they got the monsters from Ragnarok in this game, no. This husky, no. This. Just two best bros hugging it out after being mind-controlled by a mysterious witch. Let's talk to him. You did it! I don't know what... I didn't know you could do it, but you saved Wookie Bookie, the Aduka bandits. You saved all of us. Now, it'll take some time for all my friends to recover, but we're all happy. Thanks very much. Bad girl, Paris. A lot of people say she is a very bad girl. You completely made a fool of my brother and me. The pretty and smart ones are always so strong. One should know how to... Well, Kungka, giving dating advice since 2009. Hey, did you say you were going to the Port of the Winds by the request of the town chief, Don Morgan? You can go to the Port of Winds if you pass through this area. Technically, you can. Meet the person I recommend when you get in there. His name is Colin. He's the guard knight of Stephen Jr. and a general in charge of Port of Winds security. You'll be able to solve the doctor issue if you talk to Colin about him. Okay, good. You know how to listen to others. As requested by Colin, I did test candidates that applied for the Dragon Fellowship before the Black Witch Paris put me under a spell. If you have a chance to go to Port of Winds, meet him and apply for the Dragon Fellowship. Yes, Kungka's advice is rather sound. For the next city in the game is available, Port of Winds. Well, it's available immediately, but it'll help us. We gotta go there really quick, and we'll give a quick... And Port of Winds itself is a massive city, so I will save the tour until next part, because we are approaching an hour into recording. Let's just move forward here. Hopefully I don't crash or anything going into this big-ass city. I mean, if I crash, I'll just restart the client. It'll only take me like a minute. Let's enter Port of Winds, through here in the Canyon of Oblivion, and welcome to the biggest city in Dragon Saga, the Port of the Winds. Let's see if this cinematic will play. Base of the Dragon Expedition, Port of Winds, breeze. Since the pirates dominated the shores, and the mad scientist Dr. Farrell, genetic modification comes out, a dark shadow has been cast over the peaceful Port of Winds. I can talk louder than you, cutscene music. Okay. Port of Winds is big. It's the biggest city in the game. It's got a lot to offer as well. Several things, a lot of central hub events. You know how in MMOs there's this giant hub city that everybody hangs out at and you can always find something here? This is that city. There's a lot to do here. There's a lot to sell. The equipment merchants, everything are always side by side. The city's so big it has 3 puff towers, but you can't warp between them, even though it'd be pretty cool to do so. We're getting close to level 20, and our promotion is going to take place mostly in this city and the areas surrounding it, so that's fair to use. There's a lot of stuff here that I'll go over more when we get level 20. So let's talk to Kungka to do a Dragon Fellowship application. He's glad that... Take this armor. It's the armor one to pass the test. You can use this once you do your class promotion. Alright. So, for your reward, you get a ton of gear for a set known as the Dragon Expedition set. This is different for every class, but it can be used by both branches of the promotion you enter. They give decent set bonuses catered to your set class's core stats. We can use that as a shortcut. We're going to keep that. And well, we got this to store in the vault. But as you can see here, it's a unique quest marker. Let's talk to him. What? An impression you've made. You're one who beat Sangka and Kungka. It means that you deserve a candidate for the Dragon Fellowship. Shall we start the entry test? Okay. Special test isn't required. We'll just send a candidate into a battlefield and review their skills. Right. Now, Port of Winds has bumped into two big problems. Firstly, there's the pirate issue with Hookah and Alvita. And secondly, there's an issue involving angry wolves. Well, I think pirates' issue should be a difficult one. Let's go with Adeline first for investigating the wolves. So, we now have our first series of class promotion tests that, if we are successful, will allow us to enter the Dragon Fellowship. I think we're going to save that for the next episode. So, actually no, I can get rid of these now. Next time, on Dragon Saga. No, we actually don't need this. We use the Dragon Fellowship's, we take the Dragon Fellowship's test, and hopefully finally get to promotion. See you guys next time.